So this morning I get up and I notice YouTube, TFL of War, a video I posted the other day. Okay, I noticed it had a lock symbol on it, and I know this was the same amount of views I had yesterday. So I was, oh, okay, so you locked my video down, huh? Which don't surprise me with YouTube, with Google, because they are criminals. We all know this. They're all patsies, suckers who just order followers, who don't think, that have no brains to think with, that have no common sense to think with, and don't care if they become treasonous traitors against their own country, as long as they're being paid the tool, money, money, money. As long as they're making some of the tool, they don't care who they betrayed, they don't care who they violate, they don't care what violations they commit onto the people of this country. They just have no common sense. What can I say? They're just perfect little patsies, perfect little slaves, order followers to a bunch of criminals. But I'll get off that topic now. We'll go on to what they've done here. So I went over to Video Manager, see what's going on here. And as you see, it's been locked as private. And when I clicked on lock as private, videos locked as private, YouTube was believed in addressing abuse in ways that create real positive impact. Okay? What happens in my video when it's locked on private? When the video is locked on private, it won't appear on your channel or in the search results. That's right. See, all it is they told me it was misleading. Misleading. So I changed the name of it. I put a knot in it. That's all. I'm not changing the message because the message was truth. If YouTube can't handle truth, that's not my problem. They want to say it's misleading because the name was given. The school shooting in Florida was real. Get over it. I put a knot in there for them, okay? When I made the title, I wasn't trying to mislead anybody. But they had tags as well. So you're not seeing the page that I saw when I first clicked on this, because since then I changed it by putting not real in it and submitting it back to them, okay? If they don't unlock it, I don't care. Because all this is a censorship. That's all this is. And they've made up every kind of man-made shit they can pull out their anal for censorship since they've been here. That's possible. But you know what's even funnier about this? Remove the unrated or misleading tags right here. How can I fix it? Well, okay, so fine. I said get over it. It was real. But that's not what the message was in the video, right? So I misled them. Okay. So okay, I just put a not real in it. How about that? Not. Because that's all I'm going to do is just put a not in there. And if that's not good enough for them, I really don't care. I really just don't care, but I want you to see this video cannot be seen on my channel no more because they're accusing me of misleading people when YouTube misleads people all the time. They do it regularly. Google misleads people regularly, every day. It's a daily habit for them. But how dare you do as Google does, right? Because the criminals at Google think that somehow above you, better than you. Well, they'll say, how are we misleading? Google might say this. When somebody tells the truth, you remove their channel. You give them a strike. When somebody flags somebody, You take them out. You don't give no explanation. And if you do, you'll say you'll make up stuff. And don't say you don't make up stuff. I remember a video of mine being removed in a strike saying that I had nudity in it. I've never posted nudity in any video I've ever made. Any video I've ever made. Never, not even once. And that video was about texting and driving, and all I did was to show the scene of an accident where people got killed. None of them were undressed. That's all I did, was to show the scene of an accident where people got killed from texting and driving. And all I did was send a message to people to stop texting while you're driving. You can't drive and look at your phone. And YouTube struck me for that, removed that video, and the grounds, I even shared it with a friend so he saw it himself. See, more than me saw it because I shared it. That's right, I screen captured and shared your pink page you gave me when you struck me out. They fell over laughing because YouTube was misleading. They just reached all the way up to Reno and said nudity as an excuse to stop truth and to stop somebody from caring about somebody else. So when I see YouTube tell me that I'm misleading people when they do it on a regular basis, you know where you can shove that, right? You do know where the sun don't shine, right, Google? So what can I say? I didn't deliberately mislead nobody. It's just Google is on their knees for, well, we all know who. The people who run Google are criminals. They're parasites. They're psychopathic parasites to society. They are terrorists. They are the definition of a real terrorist. That's what Google is. They're a terrorist entity. This is how our world practices terrorism onto its people. By having psychopathic, sick, twisted parasites like Google and all their little minion order followers that don't have one lick of common sense or brain in their head at all, who are treasonous traitors to the people of the world, all for what? Money? The root of all evil? And you got the audacity. You actually have the audacity to come up and pull shit like this when you do it daily. That's right, video locked is private. Locked down, that's right. Because I dared to use a title that might have been misleading. But when you break all of your rules or make them as you go, as you pull them out your anal, and you mislead people and lie to people on a regular basis, somehow that's okay for you, right, Google? Just as long as nobody else does as you do, right? Nah, the real truth is you didn't want the video to be seen. You've been suppressing me down for a long time now. Every time a subscribers list gets 200 or so, I get about 206. You take about 3 or 4 away from me. You go unsub. That's right, you go unsub. You come in and then you unsub people from my channel, and you know you're doing it. Everybody knows that you're doing this stuff. You've done it too many times. And then it builds back up and you unsub, and it builds back up and you unsub. You've been keeping this channel at 200 subscribers for the last 3, 4, 5 months now. Well, whatever. Okay, since this channel was created. Once it hit 200 subs, you froze my subs. Anytime it got up to 203 or 206, you came in and removed subs. Well, what happened when this video went up? This video went up and suddenly I gained a whole bunch of subscribers. Isn't that right? Matter of fact, I gained too many subscribers for you to keep me at 200. Wouldn't that be the real reason? See, 242. You would have to freaking unsub for at least 40 fucking subscribers. And that might be noticeable, like nobody's already on to you. When everybody already is on to you, Google. We know what you're doing. That's right. When a whole shitload of people are already on to you, you've already been busted. You got pissed off because I suddenly had a fluctuation of subscribers that you wasn't able to control. Isn't that the real reason, Google? Isn't that the real reason this video's been locked? Wouldn't that be the real reason? Yeah, I believe that would be the real reason. The real reason is you got pissed off because you wasn't able to keep me at 200. Through your censorship. Through your misleading criminal behavior. So when you tell me I'm misleading somebody, that's the coffee pot calling the kettle black. Isn't it, dumbass? Anyhow, I guess I'll say no more. But that's what I want to say to Google, YouTube. You know full well everything I've said in this video is factual. You're just pissed off. That's all. You didn't like the fact that you couldn't keep this channel at where you've had it. I'm not worried about that. Because your numbers are all frauds anyhow. Your numbers are frauds. You hand people numbers. You got some shield that's down there on their knees like you are. You'll hand them 50,000 subs, 20,000 subs, 30,000 subs from the day they open their account, won't you? You damn right you do. You sell thumbs up and thumbs downs for money. You allow one person to come and stick umpteen thumbs downs on somebody because you have thumbs up and thumbs downs for sale, which makes your rating system a complete freaking joke. Subscribers don't mean nothing on your platform. It's full of nothing but criminals. You run truth off because you want it to be the next brainwashing box of TV set. And that's what you're turning it into, right? Then you have the audacity after you run people off and dump on them to think that you can sell them something now, huh? Like cable is brainwashing TV. Anyhow, that's about it. I'll shut up because I gotta shut up. But anyhow, it's about what I wanted to say.